Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? We are on our lung meridian, and our lung meridian is at its optimum time between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and that's where we're going to start tapping today. And it's quite natural for a lot of us to be awake between 3 and 5 a.m. because our lungs at this optimum capacity. If we lie on our front, we're squashing all our lungs up, aren't we? So as we move out of bed onto a different position, it naturally might wake us up, okay? And as we wake up to take in those deeper breaths and open up our lungs, we then might decide that we need to go to the loo and relieve ourselves because our bladder is at its weakest, okay? And it needs to relieve itself. So that just gives you an indication of how our bodies work, and with things that you might have been doing very naturally for a very long time are now starting to make a little bit of sense. Okay, so we're going to start straight away with our lung meridian, which is, as you all know by now, on the top of our thumb here, on the outside of the thumb, away from the fingers. Some nice deep breaths. Let me know if you're yawning, or teary, or burping, or anything else is happening. Just let me know after this. It's always good to have some feedback. Onto our index finger on the outside. Now moving on to our large intestine meridian. So just imagine this great big guitar string starting in your finger and go all the way up your arm, all the way down the centre of your body, into your intestine, your large intestine, and that back out towards your toes. Now our stomach. Now our stomach's now collecting all of that gunk out of our lungs, out of our large intestine, and it's going to be starting to go into all the bile in our stomach, and all of that activity now will be making our tummies grumble a little, and that's absolutely fine because it's working quite hard right now. I'm going to our spleen, just at the side here, just on our bra strap, and we can do this, give ourselves a little hug, a little cuddle, a little love hug. Those of us that have been on our own in isolation, this is quite nice to give yourself a little bit of a hug. Pardon me, but knowing that you're doing something really useful to help yourself at the same time. Back to our hand, inside of our little finger, and this is our heart meridian. Nice deep breaths. The other side, going to our small intestine. You might notice gurglings, all sorts of things happening as you start to yawn and burp and gurgle. How lovely is it now that you know what all these signals are, and you can relax a little bit knowing that your body's talking to you and you actually are beginning to understand what it's saying. Okay. bladder meridian. Down to our kidney meridian. Back to our hand, middle finger, into our pericardium meridian, which is our circulation system and sexual organs. And if you're anything like me right now, you might be feeling quite relaxed, really nicely relaxed. But by the time you finish this routine, you might be able to just drift off again. Okay, in between these fingers into the soft spots, triple warmer meridian, or those EFTs. This is your gamut. Fight, flight and freeze. We're going to melt some of the ice inside you where those memories have got stuck. We're going to help you stop running quite as hard. We're going to relax you so much that you won't want to fight. Doesn't that sound lovely? Back up to our gallbladder meridian. Again, if you're tired now, just hold and hold. And hold. And hold. And our last one, liver meridian, and then we're back at the lungs, aren't we? So this is our 12th meridian, and when we're finished doing our liver meridian, you've tapped all the way around the 24-hour clock. You've helped 12 different parts of your body, the internal parts of your body, start to vibrate so that the system can start working more effectively and flowing more effectively. So you've done a really good job tonight. You can rest and relax, knowing that you've done the best that you possibly can and that everything's okay right now. Absolutely okay. Well done, everybody. So proud of you right now. Catch some sleep. Good night. God bless.